Tonight on Your News at 5, vandals are on the loose in Mattapoisett. What are police saying about it? What one local community organization is doing to help make trick-or-treating successful, and the nip bottle ban in the town of Wareham is looming, but not everyone's on board. All this and more coming up at 5 o'clock.
Live from the WCTV studios in Wareham, this is Wareham Viking News.
Wareham Viking News at 5 starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wareham Viking News. Thanks for being with us today on our live news show. I'm your host, Emma Arcaro, and remember to join us Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and Thursdays at 9 a.m. for our news broadcast. With that, let's get right into this week's local news. Well, if you live in Wareham or anywhere near Wareham, it's safe to say you've visited or at least heard of Ned's Point's Lighthouse. Located in Mattapoisett, the Lighthouse has been a popular landmark for close to 200 years. Even though the original purpose of the lighthouse has faded away over the years due to the use of GPS and navigation systems, the lighthouse has remained a popular tourist destination, photo shoot spot, and relaxation spot in the area. The United States Coast Guard, who owns and operates the lighthouse, has told the community that they are experiencing some acts of vandalism lately. In addition to some gunshots that have been aimed towards the lighthouse, there was some additional exterior damage done within the past several days. In an interview with Fun 107 WFHN, Sal Giglina of the U.S. Coast Guard told the radio station that someone tried to break into the lighthouse last week. He said that after a storm that moved through last week, he went to check on the lighthouse and found that someone had tried to destroy the locks on the doors in an attempt to enter the lighthouse. The locks, which were in need of replacement after the latest damage, will in fact be replaced. However, funds are limited for the lighthouse. Giglia also said that they will add extra safety measures to the lighthouse to protect the lamp located upstairs. If the lamp were ever damaged, a replacement could cost up to $15,000. A report has been made to the Mattapoisett Police Department, and because the lighthouse is a piece of federal property, the penalty carries up to 20 years in prison and $250,000. Ned's Point Lighthouse is also listed as a national landmark, which can raise that punishment even higher. Signs and cameras are said to be installed to help guard against further vandalism, and anyone with any knowledge of the vandalism is encouraged to call the Mattapoisett Police Department at 508-758-4141. Also new this week, 2 community organizations are hosting trunk-or-treat events to help and aid in keeping trick-or-treating safe, experience and event for all. The YMCA is hosting a socially distanced, fun, and safe trunk-or-treat event from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, October 31st. Admission is free for those looking to trick-or-treat, but a non-perishable food donation for Thanksgiving would be appreciated. All guests must register to participate online at the YMCASouthCoast.org and housed through the Welcome Center or by email. Prizes for Best Decorated Vehicle and Best Costume participants will be awarded. Community Youth Empowerment will also be hosting a free coronavirus-safe Halloween extravaganza. On Saturday, October 31st, beginning at 2 p.m., the event will include food, music, merchandise, raffles, and prizes. The event will be held at Onset VFW, 4 Gibbs Ballpark Road. Attendees are invited to bring a carved pumpkin and wear a costume. There will be prizes for the best costume and the best pumpkin. There will also be a trunk-or-treating from 3 to 5 p.m. So kids can go from decorated car trunk to decorated car trunk, getting candy. At 5:30 p.m., Hocus Pocus will be played on the big screen. While the event is free, donations will be accepted. For more information or volunteer to help out, email WarehamCye@gmail.com. Well, you may have been hearing about the controversy lately about the ban of small liquor bottles or nips. While many want to ban them or help prevent littering, there are also many who believe that it is taking away valuable profit from local businesses. Here is Indiana Troop to help clear up all of your questions.
Well, as you may or may not know, Wareham is proposing a nip ban on small liquor bottles throughout the entire town, but some people aren't happy with this proposition and they're doing something about it. Don't pick on the little guy. Miniature liquor containers, or NIPs, are a staple at local liquor stores. A citizen's petition has fueled a potential ban on the sale of these NIPs in Wareham liquor stores to be voted on at the next town meeting on October 26th. The reason being is that many people in town attribute the bottles to lots of litter found on the streets in Wareham, and also say they attribute to a high number of alcohol or disturbance-related calls. Former Selectman Mary Mackey Bruce discussed it with Selectmen at Tuesday's meeting as a supporter of the article. She said the City of Chelsea has had success with its ban with the State Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission. She said it's had nothing but a positive impact on that community. Wareham Selectmen on Tuesday voted to favorably recommend the petition. All but one Selectman voted to endorse the petition, and that lone Selectman being Patrick Trupiano, who said that the ban of nip sales should be a state decision and that the ban would take away a large source of revenue from the local area liquor stores. However, Trupiano isn't the only one who does not like this idea. The ban also faced lots of opposition from other citizens. These citizens have formed a campaign called Don't Pick on the Little Guy. Pick up Wareham. This campaign, formed by Jaina Patel, cites multiple reasons why the nip ban is not something that people should support. She says that a one-off ban on nips would not stop littering in the town, and also says it would deprive local businesses from getting an important source of profit and instead send them to other towns during an economic shutdown. Finally, she also says that residents will now not have any sense of portion control when buying liquor, meaning instead of buying nips, they'll buy large quantities of liquor and get even more intoxicated. She wants everyone to come together to find a common solution. She's collected signatures from voters stating that if the ban passes at town meeting, another meeting can be called to overturn the ban. While the outcome of this plan is unsure, what is sure is that the petition they have started has racked up quite a few signatures. So what's next, you may be wondering? At the town meeting on October 26th, voters will vote on whether or not the town will move forward with the ban on nips in the town of Wareham, and it's up to you to decide what side of the ban you are on.
So with all this being said, it's up to you to form your own opinion on whether or not you want nips banned in Wareham. Both sides have made some pretty good points, but maybe the best thing to do is just pick up those nip bottles you see on the side of the street, organize a neighborhood cleanup, or walk with your family, grab a trash bag, and clean up your neighborhood. From Wareham Viking News, I'm Indiana Troop.
Thank you, Indy. Well, we have lots more coming up, including how Wareham's risk level for COVID-19 has increased. Find out what this means for you. Looking for things to do around town? We have you covered with some happenings around town. And the flu shot has been made mandatory for all students, but some parents aren't on board. All this and more after a short break.
I joined DECA back in my 8th grade year. Miss Cunha convinced me. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to join, but Miss Cunha got me to sign up and become a member, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. It gives you real life experience, and you get to have fun while you're getting that real life experience, and I'm not sure that there's too many other things like that.
I joined DECA to meet like-minded, goal-oriented people that are passionate about trying new things and gaining a professional edge.
I joined DECA to gain experience in computing that I know will help me in the future.
If I had any advice for someone watching this, it would be to join DECA, because joining DECA is one of the best decisions I've ever made, and it can be your best decision you've ever made if you just join DECA today.
Up in Canada, ice on my neck, count up a check. Ice on my neck, count up a check. Ice on my neck, doesn't come in. I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning. Super speed Sonic, I'm running. Super speed Sonic, I'm running. Call me Big Papa, I'm Sonic. what she wanted. I'm a bad boy, make lovin'. I'm a bad boy, make lovin'.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being with us tonight. It's October 14th, our second episode of Wareham Viking News. I'm your host, Emma Arcaro, and you're watching Wareham Viking News. We have lots coming up for you, like the recent uptick in COVID-19 cases in our town. Cases are back on the rise, folks, and it's starting to seem like the over-anticipated second wave is among us. A couple of days ago, Wareham was upgraded to a yellow or moderate risk town for COVID-19 virus. This means we are just a small number of cases away from a red or high-risk designation. If this were to happen, Wareham could be forced to revert back to Phase 3, Step 1 of Governor Baker's reopening Massachusetts plan, and schools would consider returning to remote learning until cases go back down. While Rochester's case rate has dropped from yellow to gray, it appears Dartmouth, Acushnet, Plymouth, and Kingston have all recently been upgraded to high-risk red communities. Also, Barnstable, Sandwich, Freetown, and Bourne have all joined Wareham in the moderate yellow-risk communities. Westport, Middleborough, Yarmouth, and Falmouth have remained steady as low-risk green towns. Mashpee, Carver, Mattapoisett, and Marion have continued their record of being gray/no-risk communities. So what does that mean? The biggest concerns are for business and schools. The higher the cases get, the higher the chance of closing schools and going back to tighter restrictions on businesses. School administrators have commented saying they will continue to monitor the level of cases and will do whatever possible to keep students safe. School educators in Wareham have hinted to us that they believe the joy of having students in the classroom in person may not last as long as schools will have to consider going back to remote learning. Also, if any town gets a high-risk designation for COVID-19, they will be forced to revert to the first phase of Step 3, which will put all the above guidelines on hold. Continue to watch out for updates here on Wareham Viking News at 5 and our Facebook blog regarding the pandemic and the status of our town. The Upper Cape Tech Virtual Craft Fair will be open until October 31st to place orders. All orders will be available for contactless curbside pickup between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on November 21st and November 22nd at the Upper Cape Tech campus. These are the only dates that orders can be picked up. 100% of all donations and raffle sales and 7% of all craft sales benefit the Upper Cape Tech PTO and are used to fund student scholarships, UCT community engagement, and fund classroom initiatives not covered by the school's budget. Upper Cape said, "We hope you enjoy the virtual shopping experience, and we look forward to seeing you at the 2021 Craft Fair." The Wareham Police Association announced its donation of $5,000 to Cops for Kids with Cancer on October 2nd. During these very chaotic times, the Wareham Police Association was still able to host its second annual golf tournament and raise money for children with cancer. The association gave its greatest appreciation to Little Harbor Country Club, the business, and community members who helped make this event possible, especially during the economic impact due to the coronavirus. The golf tournament was organized by Officer Lorenzo Grosso and Officer Caleb LaRue with the help of numerous volunteers leading up to the tournament. Well, the governor a month or so ago instituted a mandatory flu shot order on all students attending school, meaning that all students that plan on going to in-person school this year need a flu shot. But some parents aren't quite on board. Wareham Viking News' Indiana Troop reports on this story.
Thank you, Emma. Now, back in August, state public health officials announced that the influenza vaccine would be a mandatory vaccine for all students K through 12, preschool, childcare, and university students. That's a lot of kids getting this vaccine. And a lot of parents have some mixed opinions about it. Some for it, some against it. Let's find out a little more about that. So you can also see here only a first dose of the influenza vaccine is required to go to school. That's the only requirement the state set. And you can also see that this says the flu vaccine mandate applies to all students that are under the age of 30 years old and are in graduate school or undergraduate school. So even those 26-year-olds that are getting their graduate degrees have to get this vaccine. The requirement includes people from outside the U.S. that are doing study abroads here in the United States or here for educational programs or visiting classes. Now, students that do not go to university in person and only attend online do not have to get the vaccine. But now let's take a look at what the public has to say. Like I said, lots of opposition to this from parents. In a poll, only 42% of people said yes, they support this mandate, while 57% said no. So you can see some responses that people said on this survey here. Out of 26 people, a lot of people said no, but a lot of people also said yes. Yes, they do oppose the flu shot mandate, and no, they do not. So while there does seem to be a lot of opposition to it, there does seem to be a lot of people that it really doesn't faze. Me, myself, I got the flu shot, no problem. And, but I've always gotten the flu shot. There's a lot of people that have never gotten the flu shot or haven't gotten the flu shot in a very long time. I get it every year, so it was no difference to me and my family to just go in and get the flu shot. Now, you can see there's been several protests that have started as a result of this flu shot mandate outside the State House, outside different city and town halls. Lots of protests about this because a lot of people are not happy that the state is regulating what goes into their child's body. They believe that it should be the parents' decision. So sadly, there's not much room for opinions here, as it is a mandate for children to go back to school. All students need to have the vaccination before January 1st in order to return to school in the winter. I'm Indiana Troop, Wareham Viking News. Back to you, Emma.
Thank you, Indy, for that wonderful report. We're going to a short break, but when we come back, learn about a local knitting group that has made a big impact in our community. Looking for workouts to do at home? This local organization is making it possible. And what's the weather looking like this week? Find out all this and more coming up shortly.
Attention Wareham High School students, are you looking for clubs to join at the high school? Well, here is a brief overview of them all. The Wareham Viking Theater Company is a group of hardworking students that are dedicated to dramatic theater in every way. We put on 2 to 3 shows a year and have fun. DECA prepares leaders and entrepreneurs for careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management in high schools and colleges around the globe. Key Club is an international student-led organization that provides its members with opportunities to provide service, build character, and develop leadership. Global Ed is committed to creating a community that values respect and understanding. Students will promote global citizenship by engaging with the wider world. The Wareham Model United Nations is a club that fosters many global skills. As a club, we strive to research, debate, and discuss the different aspects of world events and conflicts. The Safe School Alliance is a club that fosters tolerance and acceptance of LGBTQ+ students. As a club, we try to address the issues of equality and acceptance in our school community. Student Council is where student leaders meet to plan events for the student bodies such as Pep Rally, Spirit Week, etc., and build community through the school. Come and Jam Jazz Band invites all musicians to come and participate in an advanced music session. Be prepared to learn new musical elements and record yourself while playing an instrument. Wareham Viking News is changing with the times. We're now running a town news show and school blog. Join today. Wareham High School Best Buddies pairs up with students with IDD with their peers simply to provide friendship. WHS Best Buddies offers a variety of fun activities. The WHS Chess Club competes in the Southeast Conference Interscholastic Chess League. They'll meet weekly on Google Meet during the COVID schedule. The Foreign Language Club was established more than 30 years ago and is composed of students who wish to learn more about other languages and culture. All students are welcome to join.
Welcome back, everyone, to Wareham Viking News. I'm your host, Emma R. Carroll, and we have lots more news coming up for you, including how a local knitting group, the Wits, are making quite an impact around town. The group has made 10,000 knitted hats, mittens, shawls, blankets, baby booties, scarves, and neck warmers to donate over the past 10 years. The group meets every Thursday morning in the community building at the Great Hill Estates Mobile Home Park to knit and chat, as they have every week for the last 10 years. The group got its name from the group leader's husband, Tom, who always observed the group with cackling laughter. While they are having fun, the Wits are knitting furiously, creating at least 1,000 items a year. Their work is distributed across Wareham and surrounding communities. Bay Point, Turning Point, and Damien's Food Pantry get regular donations from the group, as do foster homes and shelters. Since the beginning, the Wits have worked with the Wareham Police Department to distribute hats, mittens, scarves, and other items to those in need. Sheila Monaghan said that the group's only rule is that every item they make needs to be given freely to somebody who needs it. Nothing the Wits make is sold or raffled off. The Wits are often open to new members, including people who aren't Great Hill residents or who do not yet know how to knit or crochet. Sheila Monaghan, the Wits coordinator, can be contacted at smOnaghanat verizon.net or 508-273-7308. The YMCA is offering both outdoor and virtual workouts to help you stay fit during the pandemic. Their countless virtual workouts can be found on their website, their Facebook account, which is Gleason Family YMCA, or on their website, which you can find by looking up Gleason Family YMCA. The virtual workout schedules are posted on their Facebook daily and offer a variety of different options. For their outdoor, indoor person workouts, you must reserve ahead of time on their website. You can click Reserve Now button to pick from a variety of classes for each day. Well, the weather lately has been pretty up and down. Temperatures have been very scattered lately, and it's almost impossible to determine when it's going to be a cold day or a warm day. Our weatherman, Alex Burdick, is going to help you figure out when you'll need a sweatshirt and when you'll need a t-shirt. Alex, how's that weather looking?
Yeah, Emma, the weather's been pretty crazy lately. Let's talk about yesterday first. Lots of rain, torrential downpours throughout the day, and even flooding in some areas of town. There hasn't been rain like that in a while, so it was good to see some showers finally. Mr. Fernandez. Today, temperatures went up to about 70 degrees. Very warm, fall, sunny day outside. Right now, it's about 60 degrees out, starting to cool down outside. Tonight we'll have lows of 52, which is much higher than some recent nights we've had, where lows temperatures plummeted down to the high 30s. Today, it'll be a little bit warmer than today, actually. No, highs of 72 and lows of 59. Another sunny day out there. Waking up with temperatures in the high 50s and warming up throughout the day, we'll be feeling that 72-degree weather around 2 o'clock and anywhere until 4 o'clock-ish is when I expect those high temperatures of the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at your 7-day forecast. Moving on after tomorrow, we're looking at some potential showers on Friday and Saturday. Friday, we're looking at some potential morning into afternoon and into evening showers. It's a little too soon to tell exactly when, but it looks like it's going to be in the evening. Mr. Fernandez. Saturday, we're looking at some chance for showers, higher of a chance than Friday's showers. It's looking like some steady rainfall in the morning that will carry into the afternoon. Definitely potential for some heavy rainfall. There's also a possibility that Friday's rain carries right into Saturday morning as well. This little weekend rainstorm does, however, look like it will be clearing up before any Saturday night plans you may have. So while it might be a little well, that rain looks like it's going to hold off just for you. Moving on to Sunday, a clear day for you with a few clouds, looking at high temps of near 60 degrees and lows in the 40 range. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all look pretty similar. Partly cloudy days in the low to mid 60s, low temperatures will hang out around the high 40s and low 50s range, and that should take you right into next Wednesday. Something else to not look forward to is it's going to be a very humid week ahead of us. Humidity stays around that 70 to high 80% range, with the exception of Sunday and Monday day, when we're looking at 50 and 60% humidity days. Traffic time. Roads are looking good today. Besides the occasional traffic at intersections and a few Route 6 slowdowns that we're looking at, it looks like you're going to have a smoother ride. Some serious blockages happening on Route 3 in Braintree and Route 138 down towards Newport. So if you're heading that way, take caution. Your trivial question for the week is, which actor or actress is killed off in the opening scene of the movie Scream? Is it A, Courtney Cox, B, Neve Campbell, C, Drew Barrymore, and D, Rose McGowan?
Drew Barrymore!
John Jay!
Keanu Reeves!
And your correct answer is Drew Barrymore. And that's what we have for weather today. Now to Emma.
Looks good, Alex. Thank you for that. Lots is happening in the sports world right now, from the NHL draft to the free agency to the Patriots' struggle with COVID-19 and all the happenings in Major League Baseball. All and more coming up after this short break.
Welcome to the brand new Wareham Viking News website, where you'll find news, sports, and more. Here's how to navigate our website. You'll begin by loading onto our homepage. At the top, you'll see some pictures, and right below, you can subscribe to our blog to get constant updates when we post articles. You can also search the blog for specific news reports that you're looking for. This will target keywords in each article to help you find the one you're looking for. Down here, you can click any of the articles that you would like to read. We have all our articles down here, and you can also click more posts to see even more. You can contact us down here with tips for news reports and also organize which news reports we've done by category. So say you want to read our sports reports, you can hit sports and read all the sports reports we have. And that is how to navigate our website.
Welcome back to Wareham Viking News, everyone. I'm your host, Emma Arcaro, and as we wrap up today's episode, we have one more exciting segment for you. While there are no Wareham sports this year as of right now, we have plenty to inform you about the world of sports. Let's go over to Sophia Maniglia with this daily dose in the world of sports. Sophia?
Hi, I'm Sophia Maniglia, and welcome to Wareham Viking News Sports Report. The Los Angeles Lakers won the NBA Finals in Game 6 against the Miami Heat. The final score was 106-93. This is the Lakers' 17th NBA championship, tying with Boston Celtics for the NBA record. This is Lakers player LeBron James' 4th NBA championship. As of Tuesday, the Houston Astros are down 2-0 on the American League Championship Series to the Tampa Bay Rays. In true fashion, the Rays won both games despite only leading by 1 in the first game and 2 runs in the second game. Also as of Tuesday, the Atlanta Braves are leading the Dodgers in the National League Championship Series. After winning Game 1 with the stellar 9th inning, Max Fried, one of the Braves, put together a strong performance in Game 1, allowing only 1 run. This was the second score on a solo home run by Enrique Hernandez. The NFL season, similar to the MLB season, has been hit by COVID-19 pandemic. This is exemplified by the playing of only second Tuesday night football games in the past 70 years. This game was played between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. For more on this, here is a short report.
Hi again. Well, Patriots' Cam Newton has been tested positive with COVID-19. This information was released Saturday, October 3rd, and he is 1 out of 3 most recent COVID cases in the New England today. His symptoms weren't really noticeable, so it could have been extremely harmful to the other players and teammates if he wasn't tested when he was. He has to take PCR tests with 24-hour increments, and they have to be consecutively negative for him to return again. This is his last positive test. The Patriots canceled last Wednesday's practice and postponed last Sunday's game and rescheduled to next Sunday. This game is against the Broncos, and hopefully they will be able to play next Sunday. The team is continuing to do virtual online meetings and practices until they can re-meet in person again. Hopefully everyone else on the team is safe and healthy, and hopefully Cam and Stephon get better from the virus and quarantine helps.
And that was the Wareham Viking News Sports Report. Back to you, Emma.
Awesome, Sophie. All good stuff to hear. Well, it's that time, everyone. I can't believe it's been a half hour already. To keep up on all current Wareham news throughout the week, visit www.warehamvikingnews.com and like us on Facebook at Wareham Viking News. Make sure to continue to tune in on Wednesday evenings for a live broadcast at 5 p.m. or on Thursdays for a rebroadcast at 9 a.m. Right here on WCTV for your best source of news, sports, weather, traffic, and more. Thanks for being with us, and until next time, have a Wareham Viking week. Goodbye, Wareham.